with 19 home runs. Bats from the right side. The switch hitter takes, and it's in for a strike. Sanchez second among all National League starters in earned run average at 2.36. Paul Skeens, the only one lower. After a short start for Skeens last night, the 0-1. Swinging a ground ball to short. Turner in 2 steps. He's got it. Slings it over to first, and there's a 1-2-3 start for Sanchez as well. We'll go to the second in Cincinnati. No score.
Swing for the fences with the Fence Authority. They've been...
It's a great night for...
Hunter Green, we mentioned last year, a new career high in starts. The pitch. Fastball is upstairs. He was also an all-star for the first time, went 9-5, had a 2.75 ERA for the year. 150 in a third innings. The 1-1 swung on, popped up. And the first baseman Steer drifts over the line into foul territory, has room. He'll make the catch. There's one down. Only 96 hits allowed in those 150 in the third innings. Walked 57, struck out 169, which for the year was an average of 10.1 strikeouts per 9, which was actually down a little bit from the prior years for him. This year, he's right at 11 strikeouts per 9 innings. Here's Castellanos, the former Red, and the first pitch to him. Swung on, hit in the air, left center field, fairly deep. On the run, Hayes in the gap with Friedel. Hayes is calling, and the left fielder will make the catch. Still shy of the warning track.
It's very clear so far. So the report's going to be to swing early on him. Now he, believe it or not, there's this unique stat. He's thrown first pitch strikes almost 75% of the batters that he's faced. What that means is league average is only 62%. So he loves to get strike one. If you get 2 strikes off of this guy, I mean, he just strikes out people like crazy.
Here's Brandon Marsh, and he takes the first pitch breaking ball down and in. 1 ball and no strikes, no score. Here in the second. Marsh hitting .272 with 7 homers, the 1-0. Swung on, hit well, left center field. And again, Friedel and Hayes converge. Friedel calling this time. He'll make the catch right on the edge of the dirt, in front of the 379 marker. 1-2-3 inning. Here for Hunter Green. 6 up, 6 down to start. We'll go to the bottom of the...
Every game.
Receive a sustainable Phillies cap presented by PGW on Sunday, August 31st at 7:10 p.m. when the Braves take on the Phils.
Miguel Andujar will lead off against Christopher Sanchez. First pitch grounded past the dive of Otto Kemp to the backhand side. Unable to come up with it is Otto Kemp, and that's going to be a base hit for Andujar. And well, the Phillies going with Otto Kemp at third base tonight. Obviously, no disrespect to Otto, but there's a downgrade defensively from Edmundo Sosa there.
Well, Edmundo's been so good for sure. He's playing in. It only takes one bunt attempt. I think Andujar had shown it early, so all of a sudden you have to play shallower. Then you squeak it by him.
Here's Austin Hayes. And the pitch. That's in there for a called strike. Sanchez can get his fair share of ground balls. We'll see if the Phillies can maybe get one here. And turn two on the former Phillies, batting .252 in 69 games for Cincinnati, 10 homers. Stott shades him up the middle, big hole right side, and the pitch swung on, ground ball towards third, just foul. Oof. That was going to be big trouble.
Well, they're not picking on him down there, but he's going to get a lot of rollovers with the changeup.
I mean, with him on the mound, and you load up on right-handed batters, you figure it's going to be a busy night for Otto.
Yeah, he has to realize that. He was out here early yesterday when they were taking ground balls with Bobby Dickerson, and they were working on some of his footwork, trying to get that squared away. I've noticed over the last couple of times he's had a ball over there, he likes to stand up before he throws, and you want to stay down, stay into those legs.
Quickly, 0-2 on Austin Hayes. Scoreless game, bottom of the second. A look at first, now the pitch. And it missed outside. And it's 1-2 strikes. A change up there from Sanchez. Christopher is facing the Reds for the fourth time in his career. First time this year. 1-2 the count. And the pitch. It's inside and low. He pitched here last year and took a loss in an 8-1 Phillies defeat. He lasted only 3 innings. He gave up 5 runs, but only one of the runs was earned as the Phillies committed 3 errors that day. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch to Hayes. Swinging a foul back into the screen. All in all against the Reds, a 1-1 record, a 3.86 ERA in his 3 starts. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And that one just missed.
See if Francona tries to send the runner, even with left-hander Christopher Sanchez.
Pretty good pitch there, Stock.
Yeah. Close? Do you think it was a strike?
Yeah. 3-2 on the way. And that one is a called third strike, which Hayes thought was ball 4. That was borderline top of the zone. That, according to the MLB StatCast, was a strike as well.
That's belt high. I mean, it's right there down the middle, changeup. I got to be honest with you, I didn't think it was a very good pitch. A 2-strike approach, if you're battling there, that's a pitch you can hit out of the ballpark. So Christopher got away with it.
Here's Noelvi Marte, right-hand batter again in the pitch. He takes. That's in for a strike. Marte, infielder by trade, learning the outfield now. 285 hitter with 8 homers. 0-1 the count. A look at first, now the pitch. And that one is a fastball that's in for a strike. Marte was jumping back from that. That was right on the inside edge. So the count, 0-2. That bright sun has ducked behind some of the clouds. A little easier on the eyes now.
Do you need some eye black?
Yeah. 0-2. That's way outside. No, but I'm pretty sure that Bader and Marsh did out there in the outfield.
Yep.
They probably wearing them whether they needed it or not.
That's true.
One ball and 2 strikes. Andujar leads at first. No score. The 1-2 pitch. And it missed down and in. Count even 2-2. Sanchez going back to the start of June. He ended May with a 3.32 earned run average, so it's about a run lower now. 2-2 on the way. And it's fouled off. And in that time, over the 12 games since the start of June, he's got a 1.69 ERA.
Oh man, he's averaging 7 innings per start during that time.
Marte battling here with a count 2-2. 1 out, 1 on the pitch. Swinging and miss. Changeup got him.
Excellent. Excellent pitch, that changeup. That changeup in his last start, Rob Thompson was talking a little bit about the finish of it. We were mentioning it yesterday with Ranger. The finish is so important with these guys that rely on the changeup to get the last little drop. I can tell you as a hitter or as an ex-hitter, it's that last couple of feet of that pitch that just, the ball disappears, and you need to finish the pitch. Nice job.
That'll bring up the Reds catcher Tyler Stevenson with 2 outs and a man on the pitch. Is a strike called. Starts him with a fastball on the inside part of the plate.
The opposite of finishing, Scott, would be a floating changeup. It floats, and that's where you get yourself into trouble.
0-1 the count. Sanchez checks over at first. Harper holds the runner the pitch. And Stevenson takes in off the plate. .233 hitter with 9 homers. 36 runs batted in for Stevenson, who started in Monday's game but was on the bench last night. The 1-1 swing and a miss. Good change up there. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bader a couple of steps towards right center field against Stevenson, now in his 6th year with the Reds. The 1-2 pitch, and it's down low. He lays off. Count evens, 2-2. Andujar leads away at first base again. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. And after the hit past the third baseman, Sanchez comes back and strikes out the side in order. And we're going to the 3rd inning tonight in the Queen City. Phils and Reds still scoreless.
West Coast, the Dodgers' Shohei Ohtani versus the Angels' Kyle Hendricks. Ohtani, it's been 2 years since he has been on the Angels Stadium mound, believe it or not. He's going to get the start out there. He's also, at the same time, trying to homer in 5 straight games for the second time in 4 weeks. Scott Fransky, that's pretty good. This is sponsored by the New Jersey Division of Travel and Tourism. Find your wow right now. Visit nj.org.
And he's also trying to keep the Dodgers with a share of first place in the West as the Padres won again today, and the Padres right now a half game in front of them.
The West
the
Coast.
Dodgers play later on.
These West teams are just battling.
Here is Harrison Bader to lead off for the Phillies, and the pitch is a fastball for a called strike. Going back over the last few days, the Phillies are 0 for their last 34 in the first 3 innings. The pitch is a fastball. There's another strike. Bryson Stott doubled with 2 outs in the 3rd inning on Saturday. The windup, the 0-2, and that's down low. They are hitless in the first 3 innings since then.
Is that 9 innings total of baseball?
Well,
am I doing the math right?
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That's more than 9 innings with tonight. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, fouled away to the right side. I mean, 0 for 34. That's 10, 11 plus innings.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a grind.
The windup, the 1-2. Bader swings, pops it up. Right side of the infield. And it'll be caught by Espinal, who makes the catch on the right side, calling off Spencer Steer. Harrison Bader twirling his bat in the air as he popped out there and was jogging down to first.
On a positive side to that, there is not a lot, right? But I will say, Texas starting rotation, best in baseball. The Cincinnati Reds, the strength of their team is their starting pitching as well. Not an excuse.
Here's Stott. And a strike call to Bryson Stott. Nothing in 1 the count.
Kind of sounds like an excuse, doesn't it?
Rob Thompson, Rob Thompson said kind of coincidentals, kind of the ebbs and flows of baseball. Here's a ball sliced down the left field line, and that is a foul ball. Off the bat of Bryson Stott, just by a couple of feet. We saw him do the same thing last night. Stott, who faced Hunter Green last year, 0 for 4 against him. Green actually is starting against the Phillies for the 3rd time. He's 0-1 with a 4.63 earned run average, having allowed 6 runs in 11 2/3 innings. 12 hits, 5 walks, so quite a few base runners, but no homers given up. The 0-2. Swung on, fouled back. Rushing it up there at 100 miles an hour again is Hunter Green. 1 away, no score, 3rd inning. And the pitch. Swung on, line to center. There's a base hit. Bryson Stott with a nice easy swing. He goes down and gets that one and serves it out into right center field.
Stott is a very handsy hitter, so when you say easy swing, he's using his hands. He's a guy that's going to protect and just try to. He's fooled. He's out in front. Versus, I compare it to somebody like Trey Turner, who's this year is more handsy, but he's more of a guy that's going to swing and keep everything lined up. Trey Turner is, so therefore he takes bigger swings with 2 strikes at times.
Here's Otto Kemp, and the pitch to Kemp is a fastball down and away. Batting .234. And over his last 15 games, just 8 hits and 45 at-bats. That's a 178 average. Double play depth on the infield. De La Cruz playing over to pull as Stott dives back in with a throw by Green into first. Green is fairly quick to first. And he's can be pretty quick to the plate. Obviously, he can throw 100, too, so that helps it get there a little quicker. But the Reds catchers haven't been the best throwing catchers in the game. The 1-0 on the way. And it's fouled back just below us. Had a little sizzle on it.
It did.
just down below our booth. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stott leads at first. Green ready. And the pitch. Swung on, popped up, shallow right center. Espinal going out, coming on Marte. Espinal calling. He makes an over-the-shoulder catch with his back to the infield. Basket catch. It did not look like Noelvi Marte wanted a whole lot to do with that pop in the shallow right.
Yeah, I mean, he's still trying to figure out the routes, and one of those is messing with your infielder. You know, how do you do that? He has no idea. He's kind of learning on the fly.
Well, now Trey Turner, Bright Sun is back out as another throw will go over to first, and diving back in safely is Stott. The entire infield covered in shadows, and the shadows of the light towers stretching out way out into left center. But in left and in straightaway center is still pretty bright. The pitch. Turner takes, and it's a breaking ball down and away. Phil's nothing, Reds nothing. Here in the top of the third. One ball, no strikes. The pitch. And that one is in there for a called strike. Green took a little something off there, 98.
Was it a split?
It was not.
He has a split.
1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swung on, line towards left field. Hayes coming in. He's not going to get there. It falls for a hit. Stott will stop at second base. And aboard at first is Trey Turner with a base hit. And that'll put 2 on for Kyle Schwarber.
It's one thing with a guy like Hunter Green who throws so hard. Even the slider is still a 10-mile-an-hour drop. It's very effective. But as a hitter, you have to stay on that hard fastball. If he throws his pitches where he's supposed to, you're going to swing and miss because he throws so stinking hard. But it's when he leaves it up, you have to be ready for it, and you can get your hits just like these two have.
Well, here's Kyle Schwarber with 2 men aboard and 2 outs, and he takes a called strike on the first pitch from Green. The Phillies had 1 at-bat last night with a runner in scoring position, and it was Schwarber grounding out to end the 6th. Green ready, a check of second, and the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Oof, power against power there.
A little late, and that's, Randy Johnson was like that. Such a great pitcher, but he threw so hard. If he threw you a tight slider down or a fastball in, you were out, but you could hit the one mistake.
The 0-2, and it's taken right down the middle, a fastball for a called third strike. So the Phillies collect a couple of hits, but they leave 2 men aboard, and we'll go to the bottom of the third in Cincinnati, still scoreless.
At Citizen.
So he takes a fastball down the middle with 2 strikes. That can't happen with Kyle. If he throws a slider there, swing and miss, that's fine. But you've got to be on the fastball.
Here's Santiago Espinal, leads off for the Reds, takes down and in. Yeah, you've always said as a hitter, Hunter Green's got an assortment of pitches. You can't hit them all.
Nope, not, especially not when he's throwing 100.
Right. 1-0 pitch. And that one is in there for a called strike. So we move to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still no score, but Phillies got some hits before the 4th.
All right.
Before the 5th. There's the wind and the 1-1. Swinging a ground ball to 3rd. Kemp takes a short hop, sets his feet, fires it across. There's one gone.
With consistent crowds over 40,000 plus, season tickets are the best way to secure seats for 2026 and include benefits such as price savings versus single game tickets and the same seat location for each game. Reserve yours today at Phillies.com/season deposits.
Got to bring up Ke'Bryan Hayes, number 9 hitter for Cincinnati. The pitch is taken, and it's a called strike. Phillies open the night 5 games in front of the Mets in the National League East. Mets finally ended their long skid last night. They have some rain in New York, so getting underway late, apparently. The pitch swung on, poked off the end of the bat towards right. Castellanos coming in, and it's going to fall for a base hit. And Ke'Bryan Hayes has a soft single the other way. I'm not sure Casty got the best read on that. So, top of the order now, T.J. Friedel. The Reds in the wild card race open the night with an eye on the Mets as well. They are 2 back of the Mets for the last playoff spot in the National League. The first pitch to Friedel. He shows bunt, and it's a strike. The Brewers, I know you're going to find this hard to believe, folks, but they won today. They won a game today. They scored 12 runs over the Pirates for their 12th win in a row.
Man.
The 0-1. And it's a called strike. And they're making a mockery of the Central Division quote-unquote race, which for much of the summer was, well, a race. They have an 8-game lead over the Cubs. They have 76 wins now. They're 76-44. Friedel waiting on an 0-2 from Sanchez. And it's on the way. He takes. And that is a perfect pitch. Sells itself. Stocks at ABS. Sells itself. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him anyway. It's the second player tonight that Sanchez has struck out twice in the same at-bat.
Well, you got to like the fact that he's not letting it bother him, unlike it did last night with Ranger. Ranger really got to him. Really got to him. So.
And Ranger admitted as much afterwards. 2 gone. Here's Spencer Steer with that runner still at first base. Hayes will go if you forget about him over there. The pitch is a breaking ball for a strike. He's got 10 steals. Only been caught twice. No score, 3rd inning. Oh, and 1 the count. Sanchez ready at the belt. And he's coming home. The pitch fouled back. Coming up your way, Stock.
Man, that's 2 right at me. Spencer Steer actually is interesting. He's been hot now. He's hitting almost 600 over his last 7 games. Beginning of the year out of spring training, he was actually injured, but was kind of forced to make the trip with the team because of another injury to Austin Hayes. His first 30 games were awful. Terrible.
0-2. Taken for a called 3rd strike. Got him looking. And Steer, the 5th strikeout victim of the night for Cincinnati. No runs a hit, one left after 3 complete, no score.
For over 100 years.
Toyota.com to get your new 2025 RAV for today. Toyota, let's go Phils. Bryce Harper leading it off for the Phillies, scoreless game. Each team with 2 hits thus far. Hunter Green delivers, and Harper swings and fouls it back into the screen. 0-1 the count. For Hunter Green, that was his 40th pitch of the night. He would likely get to double that here tonight. The pitch is down low. No hard and fast limit for Green, but sounds somewhere in that neighborhood. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. There's the off-speed pitch for Hunter Green. His splitter. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Green, the windup in the 1-2. Harper rips it foul down the first base side. And he was on the fastball.
See if they can hit another towering shot like last night, late inning.
Here's the windup and the 1-2. Swung on, poked foul out of play. Let's do it tonight without lightning flashes, huh?
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was the first time I'd seen like that sort of home run with lightning in the background other than Roy Hobbs in the movie.
Right. Here's the windup in the 1-2. And Harper hits it on the ground towards the middle. Espinal to his right. Backhand pickup. He'll throw to first. And there's one away.
Take the field with Phillies legends for a once-in-a-lifetime experience at the Carpenter Complex in Clearwater, Florida. Alumni scheduled to participate include Larry Boa, Jim Eisenreich, Milt Thompson, Mike Lieberthal, Juan Samuel, Aaron Rowan. What are they giving me? Every name? But a lot of people will be there. Go down there. It's a lot of fun. Call 610. Greg Murphy will be there. 610-520-3400 for more info. Thanks, Murph.
Takes a breaking ball in for a strike. Will you be there, Stock?
I'll be there.
Okay.
Yes, I'll be
there. So
there.
will Murph, apparently.
Yeah. Morandini will be there.
Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a miss. 0-2 the count.
Mickey was here the last couple of days with Phillies vacations. I don't know, Mickey and his wife, I don't know if they're here today. I would think that they're probably gone. I was trying to get him to come up into the booth and say hello. Didn't make it. Rain scared him away.
0-2. Upstairs.
Did that get him?
Did that hit him? it hit something. And Carlos Torres has just awarded JT Realmuto first base. And Terry Francona says, what gives? And maybe they'll look at it on video. That might have hit the knob of the bat. And, yeah, I don't think it hit him. It definitely
hit something.
It hit something, but JT keeps his hands.
Challenging the call of hit by pitch.
Keeps his hands, chokes up a little bit off the knob of the bat, and JT telling Spencer Steer, "Yeah, it hit my hand."
Huh.
And that hit the knob of the bat.
I was going to say, if that hit the back of his knuckles, he is the toughest human I know.
Yeah, that hit the knob of the bat. So that'll be a foul ball. Is it really that hard to see? What are we waiting on?
I don't know.
Carlos Torres and Alfonso Marquez waiting on word from the replay center in New York. But this is going to be overturned. And while they mess around with that, let's pause for station identification. This is the Philadelphia Phillies Radio Network.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by the Tasty Cake Studio.
Call, as expected, was overturned. Not only that, it was a foul tip caught by the catcher for the third strike, so the batter is out. And it'll be a strikeout of Realmuto, the fourth of the game for Green. And that'll bring up Nick Castellanos with two gone here in a scoreless game. The pitch he takes, and it missed outside for ball. Want to know the count. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball. JT tried to sell it, tried to talk his way into it. And plate umpire was buying.
I was going to say, he didn't sell it very well.
Here's the windup in the 1-1. And it's down low. Well, I mean, it's irrefutable once you watch the replay.
Yeah.
But he was standing there looking back at Torres like, didn't you hear that? It hit me. And 2-1. Fastball. That's in there for a strike.
So wait, if I like threw a ball at you and hit you in your knuckles,
yeah,
you would just calmly look at me and be like, "Hey, man, that hit me," or would you like writhe in pain, drop to a knee? That's selling.
Well, I'm not a soccer player. to swing and a miss.
Wait for the stretcher,
and then stay in the game. And Hunter Green with a couple of strikeouts to finish off the Phils here in a 1-2-3 fourth. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth, no score.
In your community.
Second-time All-Star this year. Back-to-back All-Star berths for De La Cruz. The pitch. Swung on, fouled back into the screen. He's been struggling lately. Reds have been kind of up and down offensively here since the All-Star break. The 0-2 on the way. And that one is called third strike on the inside corner. De La Cruz kind of jackknifing out of the way, but that did appear to be all over the inside part of the plate.
It did. The sinker that he's throwing with velocity, it's just easy cheese. He's really pumping this ball in the inner half. I mean, he is hitting JT's spot, splitting that chest protector.
Easy cheese.
Easy cheese, baby. It's hard to hit off of easy cheese. It gets on you.
Andujar, the batter, and the pitch, swing and a miss.
Why is that funny?
Just you saying cheese just makes me think of your old hitting coach, Jerry Martin.
I'm so glad you remember that. It's true.
Here's the windup in the 0-1. Swinging a comebacker, glance off the glove of Sanchez. Oh, but it bounced right down at his feet. He'll pick it up, throw to first, and nearly threw it away. Good stretch there by Harper. They get the out at first base. It goes 1-3. What was his hitting advice for you?
I said, man, Jerry, I'm struggling, man. What do you got for me? And he would literally just look at me and say, stop, man. Just get yourself a piece of cheese and slice it. That's it. I'm like, how are my hands looking? Dude, just hit the cheese.
Here's Austin Hayes. And he takes inside. What do you do with that? You know,
I went to the other.
This was in the minors, correct?
Yes, yeah. I think it was Florida State League, I believe.
Here you are, your early formative years of pro ball. You're searching. You're trying to find your way out of it. And that's the advice you get.
Get yourself a piece of cheese and slice it.
1-0 pitch is bounced foul. 1 ball, 1 strike to Austin Hayes. 2 outs, scoreless, bottom of the 4th inning.
To be honest, I think if I remember right, Jerry was our roving hitting instructor, so everybody was getting
he gave that advice to everyone. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that one is just off the plate away. It was organization wide.
Yep.
2-1. And that one is down low. It's 3-1. Very few 3-ball counts to this point for Christopher. Hayes struck out looking his first time up. Sanchez ready. And his 3-1 pitch. And it misses down and away. That's ball 4.
Kids 14 and under will have a Sunday fun day when they receive the Brady Plus Trey Turner Performance sunglasses and are invited to participate in post-game Nemours Children's Health Kids Run the Bases on Sunday, August 24th at 1:35 p.m. when the Phils host the Nationals. Purchase your tickets today at Phillies.com.
So 2-out base runner for the Reds as Austin Hayes aboard. Noelvi Marte is coming up. And the pitch to him. He swings and lines one down the left field line. That's trouble. It's a fair ball. It's going towards the corner. Marsh over into the corner to cut it. Pick it up. He'll fire it back into Turner. Turner with a relay home, and it's not in time. JT throws back to third. They tag out Marte. And Kemp with a tag on Marte at third base. We'll see whether or not he got his hands around that tag. The Reds, either way, get themselves a run on the board thanks to a 2-out RBI double by Noelvi Marte. And that out at third base will end the inning as the Reds do not challenge. I think they wanted to, but Alfonso Marquez not allowing the challenge. 1 run, 1 hit, and nobody left. And after 4, it's 1-0 Reds.
Every inning matters, and so does the condition of your building.
Fourth inning as Brandon Marsh takes low for a ball. Want to know the count. Terry Francona never put his hand up to ask for time to look at the replay. The pitch is down and away, and by the time the Reds were asking for a review, Alfonso Marquez said time was up.
It's the right call. You only get so much time.
2-0 pitch. Marsh swings and fouls it back. So the Phillies find themselves down 1-0 against Hunter Green, and the Phillies with an offense that searching for a breakout here somewhere. Hayes even with the bag off the line at third base. De La Cruz shaded up the middle at short. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and there's a strike to Marsh.
You know, that's one of the issues with a lot of people that I talk to with the pitch timer is there's no time to celebrate after things happen. Great example is after home runs.
2-2. Swung on, ground ball, sharply hit to first. Steers got it, and he'll run to the bag, and it's out number one.
Yeah, somebody hits a home run, they cross the plate, they high-five. The fans want to celebrate that with the player, but they don't oftentimes get a chance to because the pitch timer is going. It's the same with Terry. You know, he's down there trying to cheer and whatever and forgets he has a job to do as well, and that's one of those things with a pitch timer that's a drag, to be honest with you.
Here's Harrison Bader. Bader, who popped out to second his first time up, takes a strike. Harrison Bader, the only player in the Phillies lineup who has homered off of Hunter Green in his career. Bader has struggled at the plate so far for the Phillies. 4 hits and 25 at bats. The 0-1 is outside. Of course, he had 1 home run, a big 3-run home run for his first Phillies hit, but they've been few and far between. The 1-1 pitch, and that's down and away. And while the Phillies haven't, talked about Harrison Bader as potentially an everyday guy with pretty even splits, he certainly hasn't been playing every day. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch, breaking ball. That is a strike called on the inside corner. Green to the back of the mound, picks up the rosin bag a moment. 1 out, count even, and the 2-2. Swinging a half swing, rolled towards first. Steer coming in, gloves it, runs to first. 2 ground outs to first base from the first 2 hitters of the inning, and that'll bring up Bryson Stott. You know, Bob Thompson has talked a lot about trying to get guys going. four outfielder rotation for 3 spots, and I wouldn't say anybody's really caught fire yet in whatever this. And I mean, it's 5 players if you throw Weston Wilson into the mix, because he's gotten multiple starts in left field since that trade.
Well, what about Marsh?
Well, he's one of them.
Yeah, but he's been swinging.
Well, he was already swinging.
He was already hot. He was used to that.
Right.
Gotcha.
So you might make the case that he shouldn't come out of the lineup. But again, I understand why he's not in the lineup against particular lefties.
Right.
Here's the pitch to Stott, and it's up and away. But outside of a few assorted games, not a whole lot of production from the outfield still. The 1-0. Swing and a miss.
You know, these August days are hot. That you're tired. You're mentally tired. Now, it helps that these guys have got some energy and guys coming back. But part of that with Rob, too, I think he uses maybe these 2-3 weeks to kind of get everybody, make sure they're playing and so forth, to kind of iron it out. Like you said, September, I would be surprised if he's still doing it.
1-1. And that's outside.
Trying to get guys at bats. Edmundo Sosa, for example. How do you get him enough at bats? You don't overexpose him, but you want him to stay hot.
Two balls, 1 strike. Bryson Stott, who has one of the 2 hits tonight for the Phils, takes this fastball, which just misses a little bit low, and it's 3 balls and a strike. 1-0, Reds lead. 2 outs in the 5th. Green ready, the 3-1. And it's taken, and it's a fastball, same spot, and this one's a strike, 3-2. Stott taps the barrel down to the plate, twirls the bat once, sets his hands. Here's the 3-2 pitch, fouled away. Fastball, he fights it off.
It's interesting, these 2 pitchers, I can't recall, I'd have to really think about it. 2 starting pitchers that are really dominant pitchers when they're going with only 3 pitches. They don't have a 6-pitch repertoire, either of them.
Another 3-2. Swung on, hit in the air, center field, straight away for Friedel, who's backing up. He's going to make the catch, and the side is retired. A 1-2-3 inning again for Hunter Green, who's thrown 5 scoreless innings in his return. Middle of the 5th, Reds 1 and the Phils nothing.
Let's see if we can figure out.
Shop.com for your Phillies gear and today's special offer.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Phillies down 1-0. And the Phils facing the bottom third of the Reds order, Stevenson, Espinal, and Ke'Bryan Hayes. Sanchez struck out Stevenson his first time. And the pitch is in there for a called strike. 54 pitches now for Sanchez. Meanwhile, Hunter Green at 70 pitches through 5 scoreless innings. And the Reds have been wondering what they might get from Green, the 0-1. And it's down low. And I think they're happy to have him back in their rotation as they make a playoff push. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swung on, bounced foul. Down the third baseline.
There was a little bit of a stink around here when he went back on the IL for the second time. Just about, is he tough? Is he tough enough to be here and be pitching? Is he the number one? Is he all that? Francona came out, that's why you love Terry. He came out and defended him and said, look, we need him.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball, weakly hit towards short. Turner scoops it, throws on the run. He got him.
I mean, Terry was like, the players know themselves better than anybody. Now, he also said there's going to come a point where when he comes back, we can't have him going back and forth on the IL back and forth. So as a manager, he said, look, we're going to put him back on there whenever he's ready. There's just no pressure from Terry. That's kind of how he operates. So the fact that he's back now, they have full confidence he will be healthy the rest of the year.
Santiago Espinal swings at the first pitch and a little bit late on it, fouls it away on the first base side. And with the same sort of comments, Tito talking about Green and tonight, so look, we're still playing the long game here with Hunter Green. He's going to be here. It's not like we need him to come out here and just fire away and empty the tank. We're going to have him make a lot of starts for us down the stretch as the pitch swung on and fouled back. So it's not like he needs to come out here and throw 100 pitches the first night.
I thought you were going to say he doesn't have to come out and throw 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, well.
Because he is.
If he wants to quit at 70 pitches, I think I'm all right with that.
Right, yes.
The 0-2. Swung on, hit in the air, left center. Bader over to his right is under it, and he will make the catch. Bader, who always sort of swivels his hips and gets behind the ball, so to speak, that can be a little bit different to watch.
Very different. It's a back pedal, and I'm totally against backpedaling. But I like what you said when you said he gets behind the baseball, so that's a good thing, especially if there's a runner on.
Ke'Bryan Hayes had a bloop single to right his first time up. Here's a pitch inside. It almost hit him. 1-0, Reds leading it. And I think the Reds looking at it to see whether or not it indeed did hit him, but it did not. They won't challenge. One ball and no strikes. And the pitch. Swinging a shot back up the middle, a base hit. And Hayes is aboard with his second hit of the night. Ke'Bryan Hayes is now 5 for 10 lifetime off Christopher Sanchez. So that'll keep the inning alive for T.J. Friedel. In the fourth inning, it was a 2-out walk to Austin Hayes. The very next batter doubled on the first pitch, bringing Hayes home. And the pitch to Friedel is a little bit high for ball one. This time in the fifth inning, it's a 2-out single by a different Hayes. Sanchez to the belt, looks at first. And his pitch. Friedel takes way outside, and the count is 2-0. Sanchez, over his last, 8 of his last 9 starts, he has given up 1 earned run or none in 8 of the last 9 starts. 2-0. Swung on, hit in the air, left center. Towards the alley goes Marsh. He's calling, and he's got it. And he's given up 1 run through 5 innings tonight here in Cincinnati. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left by the Reds. We'll go to the 6th. It's still 1-0 Cincinnati. Start the 6th inning with the Phillies still down 1-0. And Hunter Green still on the mound. First pitch to Otto Kemp, a breaking ball, misses low and away. No runs, 2 hits for the Phillies, 1 run on 4 hits for the Reds. Green into the wind and the 1-0. It's taken, and it's down a little bit low. Fastball there from Hunter Green. It's 2-0 to Kemp, who popped out to shallow right his first time up. Steer plays him off the line at first, the 2-0, and he's taking all the way. Looks at a strike. Over the outer part of the plate, it's 2-1.
I love that take right there. I mean, right now the Phils haven't had a leadoff runner on base
in like 4 days. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, line towards short. It's caught by De La Cruz on the backhand. That's an exaggeration, folks.
Funny, but wrong. How about your Chick-fil-A nugget of the game? August 13th, 2020. Alec Boehm makes his Major League debut at home against Baltimore. He starts at third base and doubles off Thomas Eshelman in his first plate appearance.
And here he is all these years later, homering at Lehigh Valley today.
Yes.
Here's Trey Turner, and he takes a breaking ball up high. Boom. I believe that was his first hit on a rehab assignment. Home run. He drew a walk today. Boom going 1 for 4. 1-0 to Turner in the pitch. Swing and a miss. The Phillies yesterday said that Boehm would alternate for 4 days at Lehigh Valley this week, and today they sort of stretched that to 5, it sounds like. The pitch swung on, and it's looped out towards second. Espinal reaching, gloves it. It's a catch for Santiago Espinal. And there's the second out.
What did you say about Alec? He was going to alternate?
They said originally on Monday, Rob Thompson said he would play third base, DH, play third base, DH, and they would reevaluate on Saturday. Today, he said he would play through Saturday, and they would reevaluate.
I got you.
Here's Schwarber. He swings, hits one up the alley, left center field. Hazel, long run to the gap. That ball is going to be down for a hit, and it goes to the wall, and it's an opposite field double for Kyle Schwarber. And the Phillies get the tying run in scoring position with Bryce Harper coming up. Schwarber's 18th double of the year. Schwarber, who had the only other at bat today with a man in scoring position, now creates one for his teammate Harper. De La Cruz cutting in behind Schwarber. And Harper 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Green looks back at second. The first pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball got away from Stevenson. Trickles back behind him, and down to third goes Schwarber. And honestly, with Schwarber being the base runner there, that could be big.
Sure.
Harper hits one hard to right. Marte, he's already shown a strong arm. Gunned down a runner, Harper himself, 2 nights ago. It'll go down as a passed ball for Stevenson, his second. The 0-1 pitch, and it misses outside. One ball and 1 strike. De La Cruz a few steps towards the middle. He's deep at short. Outfield shaded the other way. Marte very deep in right field. And now Green steps off. The stretch. And the right-hander's 1-1. Breaking ball. He lays off. Two balls and a strike. Green ready. The pitch to Harper. Swing and a miss. Fastball challenged him.
I'm sitting there thinking, why would you throw him a fastball? And he throws him one almost down the middle. It was a little bit away. I think he would either go fastball away here or slider down and in. Bryce has been swinging over the top of it.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled away, another fastball. Top of the zone, and Harper fights it off. Harper, his last time up, grounded out to second, but it came off the bat at 103. So he hit it hard, but tying run 90 feet away with 2 outs. Green ready, and another 2-2. Breaking ball, he lays off. And if you're Green, what do you throw him now? You've got a right-handed hitter to follow?
Well, if it was me, I'd throw another slider, but knowing Green, he's very confident in his fastball. It wouldn't surprise me if he just tried to blow it by Bryce.
3 balls, 2 strikes. The right-hander is ready. He kicks in the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider got him.
Slider.
And Green comes up with a big strikeout of Bryce Harper with the tying run at third base. And the Phillies again do not score. 6 scoreless for Green in his return. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. It's still 1-0 Cincy.
Great moment.
Phillies trying to keep this one a 1-0 game. Hunter Green is done for the night, it would appear. Christopher Sanchez delivers, and the first pitch is hit in the air to center. Bader back, he's under it. And he will make the catch, backpedaling to the edge of the warning track for out number 1.
Your Independence Blue Cross Player Spotlight tonight is going to be on Rafael Marchand. Yesterday had a nice base hit, was 1 for 3. In StatCast, he ranks 3rd among Major League Baseball catchers with an 84-mile-an-hour average arm strength throwing to second base. That is really good. Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IBX.com.
Graham Ashcraft is loosening up for the Reds out in their bullpen. 85 pitches for Green. Here's the pitch to Ellie De La Cruz. It's in for a strike. De La Cruz 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. 0-1. Sanchez ready. The lefty deals. And the pitch swung on, foul tipped. Going back to that Harper at bat, we talked about it. I mean, you pretty much know it's going to be one of the 2 pitches, right? It's going to be that fastball or his slider. And he followed you and your idea to go with the slider there. A base open. Wind up. The 0-2. And that's outside. They've changed it also to a wild pitch on Hunter Green, not a pass ball for Stevenson. Sanchez with a 1-2. Swung on, line to left, and that is going to be in for a base hit. Marsh racing over to cut it off. Wow. And a great job by Brandon Marsh to get to that ball in the gap and keep De La Cruz to a single. Now,
he's going to go.
He's going to go.
Yes.
May have been only a matter of time, but we'll see. The batter now will be Miguel Andujar. Double play depth up the middle. De La Cruz leading. He's not going. First pitch is in for a strike. Oh, and 1 to count. The stretch, a look at first. And a pitch. Swing and a foul ball over the screen. Rob Thompson mentioned it in his pregame meeting today. Somebody kind of floated the numbers for Green on his rehab assignment. He said, you probably can't take a whole lot from that. And sure enough, he looked like he had been. Here's a snap throw over to first. De La Cruz was leaning a little bit there, but not in time with the throw. Green was just dominant. 0-2 with 1 out. The stretch by Sanchez, the pitch. Swung on, popped up. And Stott angling out into shallow right, calling for it. About 15 feet out on the outfield grass, he makes the catch. 2 down. And that'll bring on Austin Hayes. Hayes has scored the only run of this game. He walked with 2 outs in the 4th inning. 2 outs, nobody on. He drew a walk. And the very next pitch, Noel V. Marte doubled into the left field corner to score Hayes from first. De La Cruz again gets his lead off the bag. Sanchez ready at the belt. He looks over at first. Now coming home, and the pitch misses outside. One ball, no strikes. Turner way over in the hole at short. Here's the pitch. And there's a fastball that just missed in. 2-0.
He's thrown his changeup and sinker basically the exact same percentage today. But the sinker has been far better than I've ever seen him really throw this year because he's throwing it inside. And when he misses in off the plate.
Here's a casual toss over to first. De La Cruz back standing.
Now the sinker, he doesn't get any swing and miss off of it. I mean, he's throwing it a bunch. They're either taking it for a strike or they're popping out.
The 2-0 runner goes. The pitch is fouled off. De La Cruz looked like he slipped a little bit, spinning his wheels.
Yeah. I mean, Austin Hayes, the hitter, you have one of the best base stealers in the game on first that takes off 2-0, and he decides rather than let him go and try to steal, he's going to swing and foul it off. I mean, that is you got to have a feel as a hitter, and he's looking right at him.
And he's a big guy.
You don't miss him.
Pretty hard to miss.
Yep.
2 balls and a strike. 1-0. Reds lead. 2 outs. 6th inning. Runner goes again. The pitch. Take a line down the left field line. That's going to be a base hit. Marsh can't pick it up clean. De La Cruz is going to score standing up easily as the ball kind of kicked away from Marsh. It was going to be do or die anyways, whether they could get De La Cruz. Either way, the former Philly, Austin Hayes, delivers a double, and it's 2-0 Cincinnati.
Well, I just got done kind of talking about the pitches. He threw a changeup, and this one's down the middle. JT was up, expecting a stolen base. That pitch just didn't drop like he wanted it to.
So now Hayes out at second. Noelvi Marte, the batter, in the pitch. He takes, and that's down and in, ball 1. Well, Marsh racing over there, trying to backhand it on the dead run, and just didn't pick it up cleanly. It looked like it kicked off his foot a little bit, the 1-0, swing and a miss, which effectively stopped the baseball, but then he had to stop his own momentum. He was on a full sprint towards the line, and by then it was too late. He was never going to get De La Cruz. Might not have gotten him anyways because he had a head start. 1-1. Swing and a broken bat floater into left. That'll be a base hit. Marsh plays it on 2 hops. Throw home. Hayes coming. The throw is too high. Hayes will score. Now the runner takes off for third, and the throw gets away past Kemp. Goes down the line, and Marte with a Little League homer circles the bases, and the Reds lead 4-0. Soft single to straightaway left. Marsh played it on 2 hops. His throw high, leaping in the air. JT couldn't catch it cleanly. The ball kicked away at the plate. Sanchez backing up. Got to the ball. His throw sailed nowhere near Otto Kemp and down the left field line. Here's Tyler Stevenson, the pitch. Swing and a weak grounder to third. Kemp charges, gloves, throws. He got him. Reds score 3 times, all with 2 outs. Nobody left. We're going to the 7th. It's 4-0 Cincinnati.
Hi, this is JT Romero.
errors. They just gave up in the bottom of the 6th inning, 3 runs with 2 errors. There was a throw by Brandon Marsh that sailed high on a play at the plate. Christopher Sanchez. It's always a little nerve-wracking when a pitcher picks up a ball on one error and tries to make a play somewhere, and he threw it out into left field. So those 2 errors became really costly. So they have some work to do here, starting in the top of the 7th. PGW fueling the future.
And out of the Reds bullpen is right hitter Graham Ashcraft, who pitched in last night's ball game as well. 6-4 record. And he faces JT Realmuto. First pitch on the way. It's too high, and it's off the mitt of the catcher. And goes to the backstop. Ashcraft won scoreless inning of work last night. After the rain delay, the 1-0. And it's in there for a called strike. He was the man to face Harper coming out of the rain delay. Harper swinging at a 3-0 pitch from Ashcraft and grounding out to third base. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And that one's in there for a called strike. You weren't a fan of it, and I think not a fan of it on the bench either. Harper swinging at that particular 3-0 situation. The 1-2 on the way. And it's a breaking ball down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I do believe Dusty or somebody had gone down and talked to Bryce about that. It's just you're coming out, you're leading off, you're down by 6 runs. 3-0 count's not the time to swing.
2-2 on the way. And that's up high. 3 balls, 2 strikes as JT tries to get aboard and start something. Three balls, 2 strikes. Ashcraft kicks and the pitch fouled back. 6 innings for Christopher Sanchez tonight, and he is done. Jordan Romano is coming out next half inning as he warms up in the Phillies bullpen. JT 0 for 2 tonight. He's fouled out to first and struck out against Hunter Green. Ashcraft with his 3-2. Breaking ball, broken bat, deep in the hole, short. Picked by De La Cruz. Throw to first is right on the money. Pretty play there by Ellie. 1 away. That'll bring up Nick Castellanos. He also faced Ashcraft last night, struck out against him. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And truth be told, the Phillies have just been flat out dominated by this Reds pitching staff these 3 days. 0-1. Swung on, popped up foul. They have 1 solo homer from Harper in the 9th inning of a 6-0 game yesterday. And they had 4 runs in 1 single inning in the 8th inning on Monday. So they've only scored in 2 innings of the series. The 0-2 pitch swung on, and it's popped up. Right field line steer going out. Marte coming over near the stands, but it's out of play. Kind of has the Houston vibes, eh?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. I don't know. I think they're a little better than those vibes in Houston were. I've never seen anything like that. But there is a little bit of that free swinging, early swinging going on. I think good pitching staffs get you out of your comfort zone, and clearly the Phillies are a little bit out of their comfort zone here.
The 0-2 on the way. And a swing and a miss by Castellanos as he strikes out.
I mean, it doesn't help right now. You know, Nick is in a slump. You know, this is kind of his big time, which is unfortunate. He's got to find a way right now to try to get out of this thing. No one's immune to it. And he's right in the middle of this lineup every day. So they got to try to get something out of Nick right now.
Here's Brandon Marsh. And Ashcraft delivers to Marsh. A called strike. 0-1 the count. Marsh 0 for 2. Slide to center, grounded out to first. 0-1. Down and in.
It's pretty interesting as you see Marsh and Beta here back to back. Marsh is up there. Both of these guys, each of them has different golf grips on their batting grip. Marsh overlaps his pinky like a golf grip does.
1-1. And that's up high.
This is an overlap like a Jack Nicklaus used to do. And then I just saw Harrison Beta the other day. He interlocks, a hard interlock. Very interesting.
Ashcraft. Thumb set. And the righties 2-1. That's up high. It's 4-0 here. Reds are leading it with 2 outs in the 7th. The Phillies, only 3 hits tonight. 2 of them came in the 3rd inning. So 3-1. And Marsh hits a bouncer. Right side. Espinal to his left. He's got it. Flips to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Graham Ashcraft. The Phillies go quietly to the bottom of the 7th. It's the Reds 4, the Phils nothing.
It's game time.
At 6:05 p.m. when the Phils host the Braves. Purchase tickets today at Phillies.com.
Jordan Romano takes over on the mound for the Phillies. Only 81 pitches for Christopher Sanchez tonight. And the pitch is down and away. Maybe nothing. Sanchez was doing something with his finger, whether it was a fingernail or maybe it was nothing, but it was after he had finished off that inning. Here's a swing and a smash, foul down the third base line. But right as he finished and delivered the last pitch, he was kind of picking at it with his mouth, whether it was a blister or a fingernail or who knows what. But he's out after 81 pitches and kind of a weird inning. The way that unraveled. Here's a swing and another ground ball, foul down the third base line. But 3 runs across for the Reds in the 6th. And that's it for Sanchez, who gets charged with 4 runs, 3 earned in 6 innings tonight, which raises his ERA to 2.45 for the year. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Espinal fouls it back.
You go back to those 2 errors, and it's the second time in, the last 2 road trips we have seen JT jumping for a ball at a play at the plate. And that always makes me nervous when he does that, and that's why I'm just such a huge fan of outfielders throwing to all the bases on long hops. And Brandon came in. I know he had a chance, and he was trying to throw the ball all the way in the air, and I know Paco, they work on that. They work on trying to get down through that baseball, and that thing just sailed. And that's where it kind of started.
1-2. Swing and a miss. Espinal strikes out against his former teammate. And Romano, who looked pretty sharp the other night coming into the ball game. It was the first time in quite a while he had to throw a full inning. And he's looked pretty crisp the last few times out. Here's Ke'Bryan Hayes, who went 2 for 2 tonight against Sanchez. First pitch to him, breaking ball. It's in for a strike. Oh, 1. And it's fouled away. Another slider. Tomorrow night in Washington, D.C. against the Nationals. Jesus Luzardo for the Phillies against right-hander Brad Lord. Making the start for the Nats. 4-game series this weekend. The 0-2 is up high. Luzardo, Wheeler, Walker, and to be announced on Sunday, but 1-2. That's a fastball that a little bit high. Pretty good bet. It's going to be Aaron Nola. Apparently looked pretty sharp last night. 2-2 on the way. Swung on, fouled away.
What do you have, 11 strikeouts?
I think that's right. Struck out the side in the first, the third, and the fifth. Two, and it's popped up again. Foul and out of play. Phillies will have to make a roster move before that time on Sunday, which Sunday's game is at 11:35 a.m. start. Aaron is slated to meet the club in Washington tomorrow after spending the day working out with the Iron Pigs. The pitch is a breaking ball down. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the pitch. And it's up high, ball 4. And Hayes fouling off a few pitches, and Romano ends up issuing the walk.
You know who's going to be happy to see Aaron Nola, other than, well, me, is Joe Roush, the assistant trainer down there. Each of the trainers, if you don't know, they're funny because they each have their guys that they prep for games or whatever, their routines and so forth. And Joe's a little lost without Aaron around.
Here's TJ Friedel with 1 out, 1 on. The pitch. Friedel takes. That's down and in.
And these guys work so hard, the trainers, on keeping guys fresh, keeping them healthy, keeping them out there. They really watch them. And the players, I know I was the same way. I knew which trainer was going to tape my ankle and all that kind of stuff. And take a lot of ownership in that.
The pitch. That's in there for a strike. Again, the Phillies said today they're still working through some of the possibilities, but given the way things went for Ranger last night, I think giving him an extra day wouldn't be the worst thing. 1-1. Breaking ball. That is a little bit high. And it's 2-1. Nationals have Lord tomorrow, Mackenzie Gore, the lefty, on Friday night, Cade Cavalli, a right-hander, on Saturday. The pitch, swing and a miss. And another lefty on Sunday, that's Mitchell Parker, for the finale of the series and of this long 10-game road trip. Two balls, 2 strikes. Off the line at third is Kemp. Friedel waits. And a 2-2. Fouled away. Jose Alvarado threw another inning for Lehigh Valley today. Alvarado gave up a hit and a walk. Also recorded a strikeout in his 1 inning of work, but no runs allowed still. 2-2. Friedel hits a bouncer through the right side. That's a base hit. Another hard-earned base runner for the Reds. Both Hayes and Friedel, as Romano can't quite get the finish. 2 on, 1 out, and the batter is Spencer Steer.
So when is Alvey? I mean, he has to come back
On the 19th.
It's
Right?
not 18th or 19th.
Well, I think
19th.
I think the 19th he would be active.
And does he have to?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
That's what Rob said today, to his knowledge. He does. Here's a swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. Unless you're going to option him somewhere, which you can't.
Right.
He doesn't have options. Right.
No, that crazy.
I'm just saying, he's off the restricted list. He has to be on your roster.
Yes.
0-1 pitch. Fouled back, and that's going to be up over our heads. No balls, 2 strikes. Romano's pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him.
Pitch. Slider down and away. Tough spot for right-handed hitter to reach. Tight little slider.
Well, Romano's got to deal with Eddie De La Cruz. And the pitch. Bounced on the right side. Stott in the holes. Got it. Throw back to Harper is going to be late. Harper kind of circled around, was looking for Romano to get to the bag. He wasn't there. Harper got there, but it was too late.
It's the second time in this trip we saw it with Zach Wheeler. Same play, same spot, ground ball goes. It's questionable. If it goes to the right side as a pitcher, you have to go toward first. That's your PFP drills. Romano just completely just thought, oh, Bryce is there, or Stott's going to get it, and he didn't go.
So the bases are loaded. And here's Andujar. And Romano absolutely jerks that pitch down and away. Wasn't even close. It's 4-0 already, and the Reds threatening in a big way. Slider misses down and away. It's 2-0. Well, fundamental mistakes.
Yeah, you could easily look at the replay and be like, oh, Bryce should have known that's going to second base. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Ball goes to the right side.
Pitcher
got to
cover.
go. Right.
Yeah,
And
this
he
is
can
on
always
him.
stop.
Yeah. He made a pitch to get himself out of the inning, but he didn't do everything that's required to get himself out of the inning.
You could always think of it as like if Bryson takes a step to his right, let's say, and trips and falls. I mean, that could happen. There's so many things that could happen with that play. It's just got to do it.
And they restart the clock. The clock wasn't running yet, so they fire up the clock. It's 2 balls and no strikes to Andujar. And Romano's pitch is taken. That's in for a strike after the visit by JT Realmuto. The stretch, the 2-1 swing and a miss. Thank you. Goodness. That pitch was 2 feet off the plate. Talk about helping him out. Romano comes set. And the 2-2. Swing and a bouncer. Foul down the third base line. Andujar is 1 for 3 tonight. Closing in on a 30-pitch inning for Romano. The stretch and the 2-2. Swing and a bouncer, foul. And it will be a 30-pitch inning. for Jordan Romano. Joe Ross has started to warm up. He's throwing in the Phillies bullpen. Bottom of the 7th, 4-0 Cincinnati. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The count 2-2. And the right-hander kicks and fires. And a swing and a high fly ball left field deep. Marsh back on the track, nearing the wall, looking up, it's gone. It's a grand slam for Miguel Andujar. His second homer of the series. And it's a rout in Cincinnati as the Reds lead it 8-0 here in the 7th.
All right. Andujar there does a nice job as a hitter, extending the at-bat through a couple of really good pitches on the slider. He gets another slider. That's not a good pitch. Jordan Romano this year, and it looks like that's going to be it for him. Jordan Romano has just had a hard time keeping the ball in the ballpark with men on base.
Jordan Romano surrenders his 8th home run in 41 innings of work. 8-0. Reds lead it in the 7th. Back after a pitching change, brought to you by Pennington Grass Seed, official partner of the Phillies grounds crew. Back after this.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
The 1-1. That's down and away. Two balls and a strike. The pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, right field, pretty deep. Castellanos back at the wall, and he'll make the catch in front of the Phillies bullpen. Sides retired, but the damage was done. 4 runs, 3 hits, nobody left. We'll go to the 8th. It's 8-0 Reds.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast.
Cured tickets today.
Phillies bullpen had allowed 1 earned run in their last 26 1/3 innings pitched until that grand slam off of Jordan Romano. Phillies are down 8-0, and the Reds go to Scott Barlow to face the bottom third of the order. Harrison Bader leading off, and the pitch is way outside, ball 1. Well, the Reds very much in the wild card contention. Started the night 2 back of the Mets, who, by the way, still are not underway tonight. That game says rain delayed. The pitch is down and away in New York, facing the Braves. 2-0 to Bader. The pitch, and that's outside. Phillies have been outscored 15-5 so far in this 3-game set. 3-0 count for Bader, and Barlow's pitch. That's taken right down the middle. 3-1. Barlow 6-0, a 3.66 ERA. And the pitch. Breaking ball up and in. And that's a leadoff walk, and that's the first walk of the night for the Phils offense.
Is that their first leadoff hitter of an inning?
Yes.
That's on base. There you go. Start somewhere.
Well, the Reds have given up 8 runs in an 8th inning before this year. In fact, it might have been this month. I believe it was right at the trade deadline day. Pitch is outside. Barlow missing, and Tyler Stevenson is going to jog out to talk to his pitcher. Got an 8-0 lead, kid. Let's get it in the zone, huh?
I'm pretty sure that's what he's saying, yeah.
And, of course, Barlow knows this. Well aware. But a little friendly reminder. The 1-0. Stott takes. That's outside. The 2-0. That's in there for a strike. And that's down and in. 3-1.
Oh, he's all over the place. Now, he's got a lot of pitches. He throws a sweeper and a slider. So right out of the get-go, the 2 most used pitches are breaking balls and a 4-seamer, curveball, sinker. Right now, he's having a hard time throwing anything competitive.
Barlow ready, his 3-1 pitch. And Stott takes. That's in for a strike. 3-2. Stott has one of 3 hits tonight. The Phillies didn't get a hit until 1 out in the 3rd. Stott singled to center. 1 batter later, Trey Turner singled to the left. Kyle Schwarber then struck out. 3-2. Swing and a bouncer, right side. Steer, backhand, has it. Flips to De La Cruz 1. Throw back to first, not in time. The only other hit for the Phillies came in the 6th with 2 outs. Schwarber doubled. Went to third on a wild pitch. It was a 1-0 game at the time. And then Harper struck out against Hunter Green. Fielder's choice. Here's Otto Kemp.
Barlow's got some hair. It's a lot like Strom's hair, those two.
The pitch. Breaking ball. That's outside.
Tried to get a haircut today just so I could go into D.C. looking good and talk to the guy. I said, hey, are you any good? He said, yeah. He's sitting out there outside in front of his store. I said, well, I'm ready.
1 ball, no strikes. Breaking ball, that backs up inside.
I said, I'm ready. He says, that's great. I can get you in a couple days. I'm like assuming he's sitting there with nothing to do while he was waiting for his client that was supposed to show up. Not a good assumption by me.
2-0, and that is a strike on the inside corner.
So you got to put up with my hair for a little longer.
You think you need a haircut?
Yeah. No?
You're fine.
I'm okay?
Yeah.
Am I asking the wrong guy, Murph?
2-1, that's way outside. 3-1. I mean, you don't look like Barlow or Strom.
No.
So,
well, I can barely see. The hair is so long.
What are you talking about? You can barely see your hair. 3-1. Fouled back. Is that what you mean?
That's what I mean. Yes.
3-2 the count. Your hair looks great.
Thanks,
Stockville.
man.
No need to.
Although
I'm sure you can find a place tomorrow in Georgetown.
Okay. We'll see. Well, not now.
3-2.
Oh,
plunked it. And Otto Kemp. Well, he likes to crowd the plate, but that was a little extra right there. That was way inside on it. What do you mean not now? I don't mean tonight. I said tomorrow in Georgetown in D.C.
No, I meant I'm not going to worry about it now because you like it.
Because
it looks good.
okay.
Yeah.
Derek Johnson, the pitching coach of the Reds, is going to go to the mound. Well, the Brewers won again today, 12-5. They beat the Pirates. They finish off a sweep. They win their 12th game in a row. I believe 13 is their all-time franchise record. They'll be going after that here in Cincinnati Friday night. Padres rout the Giants 11-1. Padres right at the moment in first place in the West over the Dodgers. Arizona beats Texas 6-4. And St. Louis losing to Colorado 6-5 in St. Louis. And the Nationals picked up an 8-7 win over the Royals in KC. Out-of-town scores brought to you as always by Oliver Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. You'll feel the difference. Trey Turner, the batter. And a pitch to Turner. Breaking ball, that's in for a strike. They are getting some activity started with that visit from Derek Johnson. Looked like somebody was warming up down there for the Reds. Barlow, the 0-1. Swung on, grounded weakly, left side. De La Cruz has it. Underhand flip to second. That's all they're going to get. Trey breaks another bat.
Yeah. It's funny, I had a long conversation with Phil, who runs the clubhouse, talking about these long trips, and he's like, I just learned a long time ago, the guys are responsible for their own bats and how many to bring, but there are a few players that I like to just remind casually as we're getting ready and packing, hey, you have enough bats? And Trey is one of those guys.
Well, they're going to have the hook for Barlow and go to the lefty with Schwarber due up.
It's a great night for baseball. This matchup features some.
as he checks into the game with a 7.07 ERA. Scott Barlow couldn't pitch a scoreless 8th inning. Got to get him out of there, Stock.
Couldn't do it.
I just think we're overdoing it here, folks.
I don't know. I think you play to the 9th inning, and Kyle Schwarber, you get a home run here. It's a 5-run game.
The pitch he takes, and it's inside.
I don't see why you would quit now.
You're not quitting, but you're going to kill your bullpen if you have to make a move every single time. You have an 8-0 lead. Just let the guy pitch an inning. The 1-0. Swing and a miss.
I just don't have a big problem. I don't see the big deal of this here, to be honest with you. I don't see it. What I do see is if Kyle, you've got the best home run hitter in the National League or one of them, and you're playing through the 9th.
Here's the 1-1, and it's outside. 2 balls and a strike.
So I guess what I'm saying is he's going to go deep.
Okay. He might, and you're still down 5 runs. 2-1 pitch, and that one's in there for a called strike. I just think it's overdoing it.
Okay.
I mean, if you can't be trusted with an 8-0 lead to get one more out of the inning. The 2-2. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, said the third base umpire. Schwarber drops the bat, looks down at Willie Traynor, shaking his head, hands on his hips, and Sam Moll gets his man, and that'll do it for the Phillies. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 8-0 Reds.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show.
Barlow is a guy who's now made 58 appearances. That's among the most in baseball. If he wasn't, if you can't trust him with an 8-0 lead, even if he gives up a home run to Schwarber, and Harper, and still leave him in there to face Castellanos, you still lead the game 8-4.
Yeah.
And you only got one more inning to cover.
Right.
I just think that's how you end up with bullpens that have 60 or 65
get
appearances
tired
at this point. As the first pitch to Noel V. Marte is outside, ball one. I mean, so much of bullpen management sometimes now can come down to how you handle games that are out of reach. Here's a swing and a foul ball back. From a losing standpoint, a lot of managers will chase wins, right? They're down 2 in the 7th. They go to their, quote-unquote, one of their guys.
Right.
They never get those 2 runs back,
right,
and they lose by 2 runs. And then the next day, one of their guys is not available. 1-1 pitch. And it's a bouncer to short. Backing up Turner, has it, spins, throws. Nice play to get Marte. Really pretty play there by Turner. One away to start the 8th.
Has Tito, and you would know this more than I would, is he a guy over the years that you've seen him? I played for him, but so long ago. As a manager, is he someone that has always done that?
I do not know.
Okay. And I didn't mean to set you up. I honestly don't know.
Tyler Stevenson is the batter, and Joe Ross delivers a swing and a miss fastball. And it's 0-1.
I definitely agree, though. Like, I did not know, for example, when you start looking at that pitcher, he has been one of their better pitchers, one of their guys.
Oh, 1 pitch, swing and a miss. Now, for all I know, Derek Johnson went out there, and the guy said, yeah, I'm not feeling it, or I got a blister, or whatever.
Maybe.
And
maybe.
So
maybe.
I don't know. And I just think it's maybe a little bit overkill to, have to go to the lefty every time. The 0-2 pitch, and Barlow, or that one is fouled off the mask of Marchand.
I guess where I was getting at, and that is just, we have seen with the Phillies bullpen in the past, with a huge lead like that, evaporate quickly with certain guys that come in. But they are typically not the guys of the bullpen.
0-2. And it's a swing and a miss by Stevenson. Good breaking ball there by Ross. Ross, who got the final out of the 7th after the grand slam by Andujar, put this one out of reach. Two gone. Here's Espinal. Their closer, Emilio Pagan, who hasn't had any work in the series, is going to pitch in the 9th. And the pitch is fouled away to the right side. Now, again, Pagan has not pitched since Saturday.
He needs to pitch.
Yep. 0-1, and that's outside. One ball, one strike on Espinal. He's 0 for 3 in this one. The pitch. And a check swing foul ball.
Now that's how you sell it. Wasn't it JT that had the... he jumped out. Well, he had a foul ball, but he jumped out and kind of was like... JT gave no reaction whatsoever earlier in the game to his foul ball off the knob of the bat. That was today, right?
That was today.
This game.
It was a different game then.
Yes, it was.
3 in the 6th, 4 in the 7th for the Reds. Ross with the pitch, breaking ball, and it's a called third strike. A nice, easy inning for Joe Ross here in the 8th. We'll go to the 9th. Reds look to win the series. They lead the ball game 8-0.
Phillies baseball is here. It's a brand new ball game that's sure to make your heart skip a beat.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame.
Homered in the ninth inning to avoid a shutout. Harper leads off here in this half inning. It'll be Harper, Marchand, and then Castellanos due up. Against the Reds closer Emilio Pagan, his 51st appearance of the year. And the first pitch on the way to Harper. It's grounded foul. Thought of another reason why you'd go to Sam Moll in that spot when you had an 8-0 lead. Kyle Schwarber coming up. You just want to see how he handles that lefty-lefty, got to come in and get one guy matchup.
Has he not done that before?
Well, he's only pitched 17 games in the big leagues this year. The pitch is a ground ball foul.
Just trying to put him into a situation.
Yeah,
maybe
just want to
test him out.
Get a few more looks at him.
Yeah. I mean, I totally get what you're saying. It's hard for me to believe Terry, with his experience, would burn his bullpen, but everybody's susceptible to that for sure.
The 0-2 to Harper, and it's grounded sharply foul.
What I don't quite understand on another note is, so Pagan just comes in as their closer, and he has the whole light show as well. But you still do the light show when it's 8-0? I mean, I don't know the etiquette on that. I don't even know, because we didn't have all that stuff back then.
Yeah, I think they pretty much just do it.
No matter what.
Yeah. 0-2. Swing and a miss.
Wow.
Struck him out.
It's like a walk-up song, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the Phillies will drop this series, and the Phillies, who had won 5 of their last 6 series, will lose this one to the Reds and move on to D.C. to play 4 with the Nationals, and the pitch fouled off. Oh, 0-1 the count. Marchand batting for the first time in this one. He had a base hit yesterday, starting in place of Realmuto. Pagan with the 0-1 and a swing and a miss. Pagan has been good. Opponents are hitting only 161 against him. He has 25 saves and 28 chances. Oh, 0-2 the count and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. Back-to-back strikeouts. Phillies, we mentioned it at this juncture last night, haven't been shut out since they were in Houston. And while you tend to disagree with me, this series feels very much like that series in Houston. Now, the Phillies got a really good character win, come-from-behind win on Monday night, something they didn't do in Houston. So they're not getting swept here, but the offense clearly has struggled throughout the entire road trip. The pitch to Castellanos is swung on and missed.
Not a good swing by Mill.
No, he's really searching. He's 0 for 3 again tonight, 1 for his last 27. The 0-1. And a swing and a fly ball right center. Marte is there. He'll make the catch. And the Reds shut out the Phillies going away, and they win the series. 8-0 the final as the Phillies drop back-to-back games to close the series.
Man, that was a rough 2 games. They won the first game. They got past that one. But today, Hunter Green, who just came off the IL, was just terrific and dominated. Early strikes, the Phillies hitters really just didn't have anything going, really. And the leadoff hitter could not get leadoff hitters on. It was a struggle offensively. Christopher Sanchez, not bad. Did okay. A couple mistakes did hurt him, but no run support. They're going to have to just figure this out with 4 games in Washington.